Now this second video I'm going to base off of the religions of the 5 races of Galaxy Dickery and the languages that they have. I already explained the languages in the first video, but I'm going to go ahead and explain it again in this sci-fi Carsi trilogy that I'm going to be, the very first book I'm writing. I'm trying to give the basis information about it, so just to inspire sci-fi fans out there who are interested in it. Now, the Gatekeepers, one religion is moral order. 100% of gatekeepers believe and practice in moral order. In Glushers, 72% of Glushers believe in inland, 24% believe and practice in moral order, and excavation, 4% of the Glushy race practices and believes in excavation faith. Gatekeepers are the one and only race. They're the one and only race to the Creator. They are the only perfect race out of the 5. I am basing these sci-fi creatures off of Christianity because, I mean, it is my little world and I can do what I want with it. And Christianity, for me personally, has always been a huge thing for me. It's gotten me through a lot in my life, in my young 21-year-old life. But the human race, 54% of the human race practices inland, 42% in moral order, and 4% excavation. In Fishion, 71% of the fishy race believes and practices in moral order, 22% in inland, and 7% in excavation. 81% of the Gulpish race practices and believes in excavation, 16% believes and practices in moral order, and 3% in inland. And the 5 races just naturally look to something from above. I wanted to base it just like human beings. Human beings like to naturally look to a source from above, no matter if it's Christianity, Buddhism, Muslim, atheist, no matter what religion it is, it's in our human nature to just, pray to some sort of immortal being from above for guidance and help. And that's basically what I'm doing for these sci-fi creatures that I've made up in my mind. They look up to a creature from above. And actually, the moral order of faith has the highest number of practicing believers. Moral order of faith. And then inland is the second most practiced, and then excavation is the third most practiced religion in Galaxy Dickery. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just base the rest of these videos off of the writing that I have. Now, there are 5 races of creatures that live in the Galaxy Dickery. The Gatekeepers, Fishion, Gulpers, Glushers, and humans. The Gatekeepers have giant wings that span their entire bodies. Gatekeepers range in heights of 6 to 14 feet tall. The greatest weapon of self-defense is the fire they blow out their mouths. The Fishion, Gatekeepers, humans, and Glushers have hands. They also have feet, except for the Fishion, who have bare webbed feet. The Fishion have special gills on their necks, which permit them to breathe and live underwater. The Glushers and Gulpers don't wear clothes. The Glushers live in environments 32 degrees or lower. If they live in above freezing environments, they would instantly die. Adult Gulpers range in heights of, get this, 80 to 150 feet tall. Male Gulpers have horns on their heads and shoulders, while female Gulpers have horns on their shoulders only. Adult humans, Fishion, and Glushers range in heights of 4 to 7 feet tall. All 5 races share one galaxy and economy in which they continually trade food, equipment, and vehicles from one planet to the next. The Gatekeepers speak Fellish. Fellish is Spanish in our terms. The humans speak human. The Glushers speak Glushy, Fishion speak Fishy, and the Gulpers speak Gulpish. According to our languages, human is Swahilian, Glushy is Russian, Fishy is Arabic, and Gulpish is Chinese. The Gatish language Fellish is the most spoken language in Galaxy Dickery. There are almost 10,000 creatures from every race that speak Fellish. Fishy is the second most spoken in Galaxy Dickery. Most creatures who can speak all 5 languages turn out to be highly educated, well-paid individuals. The race that speaks Fellish the most is the Fishion. There are an estimated 4,119,176,042 Fishion who speak Fellish fluently. Fission are the race with the highest number of speak Fellish, that, besides the Gatekeepers, which Fellish is their native language. There are, let's see here. Every supreme leader knows all 5 languages. For monarch governments, the prince or princess in monarch governments is trained to learn the 5 languages from infancy. For non-monarch governments, the individual must know all 5 languages in order to run for president or prime minister. This law was set up 1114 years ago in order for countries to communicate efficiently through their supreme leader. So in order to run for non-monarch governments, in order to run for president or prime minister, you have to know all 5 languages. Or for monarchy governments that run by king and queen, they're trained to learn all 5 languages from infancy. Now, the Gatekeepers have the biggest economy in the galaxy. The Gatish Empire is ruled by a royal family. The royal family is the highest form of government. Then the prime minister, executive prime minister, congress, and governors for the 7 dependent states of Carsi. There are 7 dependent states in Carsi that roam. Now, the capital rock, which I'm showing you right now, and I've also done drawings to help me make up these creatures in my mind. The capital rock of the Gatish Empire is Colin, DC, and the drawing you're looking at right now is Colin, DC. Now, it's home to the royal family and top 22 wealthiest people of the Gatish Empire. The Gatish Palace itself, which you've seen right here on top of the rock, is 56 stories high alone and made of solid gold. It's the only rock in Carsi made out of gold. The Gatish Palace is home to 11,102 government workers. This palace right here alone is home to 11,102 government workers that all help run the Gatish Empire, which is made up of 1,500,000,000 living souls. Colin, DC, which is this rock right here, is the most visited tourist attraction in Galaxy Dickery. There are 3 Fission and 1 human that live on Colin, DC. The government workers live in the palace along with the royal family. The Gatekeepers have the 3rd highest number of armed forces in Galaxy Dickery. There is a Galactic Army, Marines, and Gatish Horse Troopers. The Gatekeepers also have the highest living standards out of the 5 races. Planet Carsi is made up of about 60 million floating rocks. Only 308,109 of them are occupied by Gatekeepers. The rest of the planet has a solid golden-colored ocean comprised of many sea creatures. The planet Carsi is basically a ocean-dominated planet. Only 1 island to land. And Gatekeepers basically live on rocks that float 60,000, 50,000 feet above the ocean-dominated planet. And there are about 60 million of these floating rocks here. Well, this is Colin, DC, but another example of Gatish rock is this one up here, the blue rock. That's another example of a Gatish rock, and the one over here as well. On the far right is another example of a Gatish rock. Now, the rest of the planet, there is only 1 island of land on Carsi. It's about 600,140 square miles in size. The Gatekeeper's only religion is moral order. Gatekeepers are the only race in Galaxy Dickery that all practice and believe in one religion other than the invisible race called My Plutons. Gatekeepers live on planet Carsi, which is the brightest star in Galaxy Dickery. Now, I'm going to break this video off now, and I will do the 3rd video, continue it off of the Gatish race civilization. So, bye-bye for now.